The trap of money. Don't skip this video. See the full video, because here are 6 most powerful lessons about the trap of money. Money is one of the most powerful forces in human life. From the moment we are born, society teaches us the importance of earning money, saving it, and spending it. We study hard to get good jobs, we work long hours to get promotions, and we dream of making more money to improve our lifestyles. But here's the truth. While money is necessary, it can also become a trap. Instead of money serving us, we often end up serving money. We spend years running after it, only to realize we're still stuck. Stuck in debt, in fear, in stress, or in a cycle of endless work. This is what I call the trap of money. And in this session, we're going to explore how this trap works, why most people fall into it, and how you can break free.
Lesson 1. The illusion of security. From childhood, we are taught study hard, get good grades, and find a secure job. At first, this sounds like good advice. A job gives us a monthly paycheck, and that feels safe. But here's the hidden truth. That paycheck often becomes a trap. We depend on it so much that our whole life starts revolving around it. We wake up early, rush to work, sit in traffic, spend long hours in the office, and sometimes even sacrifice our health, family time, and personal dreams just to keep that secure salary coming. The problem is, this security is only an illusion. At any moment, the company could fire you, the economy could change, or even technology could replace your role. Suddenly, the safe job isn't safe anymore. So what is real security? It's not just having one paycheck from a job. Real security comes from multiple sources of income, like savings, investments, side businesses, or assets that keep generating money even if you stop working. Sadly, most people never see through this illusion. They spend their whole lives working jobs they don't love, believing they are safe, while in reality, they are completely dependent on that one paycheck. A job feels safe, but it's not true security. True safety comes from financial independence, having assets and multiple income streams.
Lesson 2. The cycle of consumption. Here's another trap people fall into. As soon as they earn more money, they start spending more money. Think about it. When someone gets a raise, what do they usually do? They buy a bigger house, a newer car, the latest phone, or go on fancy vacations. Society encourages this. Advertisements constantly tell us, if you buy this, you'll be happier. But here's the truth. That happiness doesn't last long. A new car feels exciting for a few months. A new gadget feels fun for a few weeks. But soon, the joy fades. What stays behind are the bills. And with more bills comes more stress. To keep paying for this lifestyle, people work harder and longer hours. This becomes what Robert Kiyosaki calls the rat race. You're like a hamster on a wheel, running faster and faster, but never really moving forward or reaching freedom. Unless you change your mindset, this cycle never stops. The more you earn, the more you spend, and the harder you must keep running just to keep up.
Lesson 3. Debt and financial slavery. Now let's talk about debt. Debt comes in many forms: credit cards, car loans, student loans, and mortgages. At first, these seem helpful, but in reality, they are like chains that tie people to endless payments. Not all debt is bad. For example, if you borrow money to invest in a business or property that makes you money, that debt can actually help build wealth. But here's the problem. Most people don't use debt this way. Instead, they borrow to buy liabilities, things that lose value the moment you buy them. like a shiny new car, expensive clothes, or the latest luxury gadgets. These things may look good, but they don't put money back in your pocket. And once you're in debt, you can't stop working. Even if you dislike your job, you can't quit because the bills keep coming every month. You have no choice but to keep working. Not for freedom, not for your dreams, but just to keep paying off debt. That's why it's called financial slavery. In this situation, your real master isn't your boss, it's money.
Lesson 4. Emotional traps of money. Money doesn't just trap us in jobs or with debt. It also traps us emotionally. Fear. Many people live in constant fear about money. Fear of not having enough. Fear of losing what they already have. Fear of not being able to provide for their families. This fear makes people cling to jobs they dislike, avoid taking smart risks, and live smaller lives than they could. Greed, on the other side, is greed, the never-ending desire for more luxury, more possessions, more status. Greed pushes people to overspend, take unnecessary risks, or make poor financial decisions just to look rich. Envy. Social media makes this worse. We see people showing off vacations, cars, and fancy lifestyles, and it makes us compare. This envy often pushes people into unhealthy money habits, spending money they don't have just to keep up. Stress and anxiety. Worrying about bills, debt, and the future creates huge stress. Financial problems are one of the leading causes of arguments, broken families, depression, and unhappiness. Here's the important truth. Money itself isn't evil. It's just a tool. But when fear, greed, envy, or stress control us, money stops being a tool we use, and instead it becomes a trap that controls our lives.
Lesson 5. The bigger trap, time versus money. Here's something very important that most people forget. Money can always be earned again, but time can never be regained. Yet many people spend their entire lives trading away their most precious resource, time, in the endless chase for money. Think about it. How many birthdays, family dinners, school events, or personal dreams get sacrificed because of overtime, late-night work, business trips, or extra shifts? At the moment, it feels like you're doing it for the family or for the future. But years later, people often regret missing those special moments more than they regret not making extra money. This is the bigger trap of money. It tricks us into believing that more money will bring happiness, so we keep trading our limited time for unlimited desires. But that's a deal you can never win, because once time is gone, it's gone forever.
Lesson 6. Escaping the trap. So, how can we break free from the trap of money? The solution isn't to reject money because money is necessary. The key is to change our relationship with it. Instead of letting money control us, we must learn how to control money. Here are some practical steps. 1. Financial education. Most schools don't teach us how money really works, so that's why financial education is so important. Learn the difference between assets and liabilities. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket, like investments, rental property, or a business. A liability is something that takes money out of your pocket, like car loans, luxury items, or unnecessary debt. The goal is to build more assets than liabilities. That's the foundation of financial freedom. 2. Live below your means. Every time people earn more, they often spend more. But financial freedom isn't about how much you earn, it's about how much you keep and grow. Instead of upgrading your lifestyle with every raise, save and invest part of that money. This creates a gap between income and expenses, and that gap becomes your path to freedom. 3. Create passive income. If all your money comes only from your job, you're still trapped. True freedom comes from passive income, money that keeps coming in even when you're not actively working. This could be from investments, royalties, digital products, online businesses, or rental properties. Work once, get paid repeatedly. That's how you escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. 4. Shift your mindset. Stop asking, how can I earn more? Instead, ask, how can I make money work for me? Rich people don't just trade time for money, they use money to buy assets that generate more money. It's about working smarter, not just harder. 5. Define true wealth. Finally, remember that real wealth isn't just money. True wealth means freedom, health, peace of mind, and meaningful relationships. If you're making more money but losing your happiness, health, or family, then you're still trapped.
Overall conclusion is that the trap of money is one of the greatest illusions of modern life. We think we're chasing freedom, but often we're just tightening the chains. The endless cycle of working, spending, and worrying keeps millions trapped in the rat race. But the truth is, you can escape. By educating yourself, managing money wisely, building assets, and redefining wealth, you can break free. Always remember, money should be a tool you control, not a trap that controls you. Use it to create freedom, not fear. Use it to buy time, not just things. Use it to design the life you truly want. Because in the end, the goal is not to die rich, it's to live free.